Previously on Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Wow. I'm going to press the button here because that's a cool view. Look at that. Bring the camera underneath. Oh my god, the balloon's going right overhead. To be fair though, it does show you that the balloon isn't actually very exciting. It's just a series of like... Oh, it's gone. Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. We're still attempting to deliver these reinforced bars to the place in Lithuania. Tender, or whatever it is. Anyway, we're still trying to deliver these bars. We're way behind schedule. It's the middle of the night, I think. Tuesday, yeah, Thursday, 21:41. We had to sort of struggle to a halt. It was very the roads weren't suited for it, and I think I started halfway through last time round, or halfway through a driving sort of session. It wasn't a good thing to do, so basically I only had a few hours of driving left, so we're going to give it a go now, trying to get this to the destination. I think we're going to lose all our money on this. I genuinely do. I think that, I mean, look how I've dumped it. I mean, I literally just dumped it. This is what happened when I sort of tried to get away with the with getting out of here without any hassle. So we're gonna have to do some dodgy manoeuvres here. Let's hope it's wide enough. I haven't even look at the stretch on those cables there. We are really stretching it. It's, oh god. I haven't even looked to see whether or not it's safe. Let's have a little look. Let's have a look. Stop. Let's have a look. Yeah, we could have done some damage, but thankfully we haven't. So I should be all right pulling forward now, taking us out of here. So we are. He says, looking at the map. Press the M on for the map there. We don't need to kill that off. We're going that way. We're going up here. We've still got 378 kilometers to go. 6 hours and 11 minutes. It's quite a long journey, surprisingly, even though it's not gone very well. It's still a long journey. So we'll come out for here and we'll go up the road. So indicator on. Down the bottom right hand corner we obviously have the GPS, and this tells us how we're doing, which is really bad. So first we've got the speed, which is 0 kilometers an hour. We're in automatic 1, the gear, followed by the damage to the truck. There is minimal damage to the truck, however I do think I walloped it a couple of times last time round. Then we've got the fuel, which is just over halfway. Then we've got the bed, which is not blue because we just had a nice sleep, which slowly goes blue, then goes red, and then we worry about the fact that I'm going to crash, and we take evasive manoeuvres like we did this week with the whole thing, and had a little sleep. Then we've got the envelope, which is sadly underused. It really should be used more. It should be used more. Everybody knows this. I know this. Everybody knows this. It should be used for sort of secret DLC, not secret DLC, sort of special DLC that appears when you've parked up for the night. I should have woken up to a couple of emails there giving me opportunities. It's like wherever I'm going to and something else. I'm sure it wouldn't be impossible to do. Then we've got the time, which is Thursday 22:48 or 10:48 at night. So we're going to travel through the night for the remainder of this video, which is a bit of a shame because I really do hate night videos because they're very dark. Then we've got the destination below, which we're going to get at 4:53 a.m. It's 375 kilometers now, and it's 6 hours and 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes even now. Yes. That was a lot to go through, wasn't it? I was really on it there, absolutely on it. So yes. How are you all? I hope you've had a lovely week. I hope you've been busy. I hope you've had plenty to do. I have had very little to do. I've taken a week off, so I quite like to take holidays around bank holidays. I think a lot of people do, don't they? Because you get that extra day, or you feel like you've got that extra day, even though everybody else has taken the same time off. So you have to sort of compete with them for that sort of time. But yeah, you feel like you've had that extra day to sort of get settled and do what you want to do. So yeah, nice to have that extra day, but at the same time, it would have been nice to just be complete week off. I think without any interruptions, but it does happen, doesn't it? So. Not very exciting though. Not went very far. Up and down a few motorways. Looked at all the digital mirrors on all of the on the trucks. Looking at how many there were. Seeing what was going on. Mark's moved on to was it Railroad something or other? Railroad Simulator. I think I looked it up on Steam. It looked quite good actually. If you like a bit of train action, which I can actually, to be fair, I can imagine I quite like a bit of train action. I used to like them back on the 8-bit days on the Spectrum. I used to like the train things. There was a very weird one, wasn't there, for the PlayStation 1, which had like a proper train style accelerator gauge and all this kind of stuff for it. I can't remember what it was called though. Something weird. Anyway, it was. I don't think it had an English name. I think it only appeared in Japan, and you could get it there, and it was sort of It was a very weird game indeed. I'm going to wait until the end before we get some lovely pictures of the truck from the outside. We're just going to do nice driving here. I'm going to behave myself. I'm going to be a good boy. I'm going to make it all the way. I see that somebody has. Went to the effort of making a Cybertruck in wood. Not sure why you'd want to do one in wood, but it's a thing. To make it easier to burn. Sorry, I can't help myself. Yes. So anyway, yes, one in timber. Not a very good idea. I saw Volvo's new 6-wheel. 6x4, I think it is, that they do. Electric ones, quite low bed, with the 6 wheels on it. Quite. How do I describe this? A lot of battery in there. I can just imagine how much lithium mine that it requires, and the thing that nobody's discussing, the damage that does to the environment. But yes, Volvo is just displaying one of theirs. I follow them on Facebook, and they were displaying their latest one in bright yellow. It was what model was it? Fiat. I don't think it's FH. It's something like EV. They're calling theirs EV. They're just saving time and calling it EV, I think. So yeah. I did look at that one. That was kind of interesting. It was different. Will it work? Yeah, probably. Will it be able to travel very far? Probably not. It's certainly got the capacity for it. But think about it. Does batteries have good towing? I'm assuming so, because effectively you can have all-wheel power, can't you? All of a sudden, it's not like it has to drive up to it. It's not like you've got an engine that's labouring as it goes up a hill. So you get sort of solid strength all the way, don't you? Maybe. That's the theory, anyway. Again, I still with the old hybrid idea on the whole thing. I've got coffee. I hope you've got a beverage too. Always always like my coffee. Always like to sort of guzzle one down while I'm driving. This load is pulling me down. Really is pulling me down. It's very heavy reinforced. I've got the cruise control set to 70 kilometers an hour, and I'm literally being dragged backwards here. Just starting to find some speed now. And we're going down here. The worst part about this is I know how glorious it is out here. There are literally tons and tons of trees and all kinds of exciting things out here, and it's absolutely beautiful, and we can't see it. Which is a shame. We can't see it. We can't see it at all. Yeah, we can't see it. We can only see the tree trunks as we go past. Poland is quite beautiful. Is it Poland? No, Lithuania is quite beautiful as well. Lots and lots of sort of trees and shrubbery. To quote the old Monty Python sketch, it's a shrubbery. The knights go knee there, were they? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen that one. Was the quest for the Holy Grail? I think it was. I think a lot of the landmarks were in the UK. You could go see them if you wanted to. Sorry if this sounds a little loud this week. I've been fiddling with my volumes, and I think I might have made a boo boo with some of these. They could be off the scale of sound. We're going downhill now. You can tell that because we're doing 72 kilometers an hour. It'd be nice to actually get a nice. When we get in, we can have a little. We'll have a little snooze, and then we'll be perfect for the next sort of bit. However, I'm pretty convinced that grease is coming out shortly, so I don't think it's going to be long before I'm going to have to sort of. Oh, here we go, slowing down. Are we crossing the borders here? I think we're crossing a border.
Bitte rechts halten.
Yes, exactly. It's basically meant stay to the right. So I'm staying to the right, 50 kilometers an hour as we trundle through. Back up to 90 now, or 80 for the trucks. Lovely. Trundling through. Should almost be a board game of this, you know, sort of a. I don't know. I can imagine in my head, you know how you got like a Monopoly or something like that, but with trucks in it. I can imagine that there is a kind of a. I don't know if even know if that exists, but I just feel like there should be.
Immer geradeaus.
Sort of strategy game of truck driving with sort of little parts in it, little truck parts that need to be printed out and stuff. Well, you'd have printed out, obviously, but yeah, it just sounds like it'd be cool. Yeah, that actually sounds a really good idea, actually. Maybe get you know, as you go around the thing, you've got to have a bit of dice rolling in there. You know, with your loads and all this kind of stuff, and you maybe have so many turns to get to a certain place, but depending on the speed and the size of your truck, capacity of your truck, it depends on how you can do it. It sounds like a good idea. Quite like sort of these deck building games. I mean, it goes back to the days of playing Magic and things like that. Magic the Gathering. That was one of the first collectible card games out there. It was worth quite a little bit of money, actually. Some of the original cards, but. I quite like things like Stephen Jackson's Munchkin. That's a pretty good sort of collectible card game. At the same time as you can just buy a set and have fun. All you have to do is get to level 10. It's pretty simple, but there's simple instructions, simple sort of play, but it's good for sort of 2 to 6 people. It's quite a good laugh. That kind of thing. I see that there's a game called Boss Monster that I have, which is sort of a game that's kind of semi-based on sort of 8-bit games where you kind of work your way through past the bosses to the boss monster, as it says, through little dungeon bits, and then you fight the boss monster and see if you can beat them. And it's that everybody has their own boss monster and things like that. It's 10 years old this year. They're doing an anniversary edition. In fact, it's pretty much sold out at this point as a product. So yeah, there's some good stuff out there, some good little sort of board games. The one I'm looking at the moment, interestingly enough, is one called Cadaver, where you have to basically put together the bodies of you get like a deceased person, you have to put them back together, a bit Frankenstein-esque in its nature. But it's a card game. It's where you sort of get brains and bones and things like that. I think it's a kind of cool idea. I like that. I like that a lot. I think we've got a train coming. There's lights flashing, and we're coming to a halt. Not been outside the truck all episode. There's the train. Wow. Travelling through the night. Full of passengers. Travelling on a train at night, though, is probably one of the most boring things you can do. It's not like driving in a car where it's sort of dark and and eerie. On a train, you're just in a carriage and the lights are on, and you can't see out the window. Everybody can see in because, of course, you're bright on the inside, but nobody can see on the outside. So yeah, it's a bit frustrating that kind of way. Okay, on we go. A little bus stop there. Somebody waiting at 2 a.m. It's a pretty lonely job. Must be going home or going to work. I always find it interesting when people do, strange hours. It's that, it's that kind of never judge thing, isn't it? It's like, because I've been in sort of, gone past sort of the sort of well-known pub chain and looked through the window, and it's sort of, there is somebody at sort of 11 a.m. in the morning or 10 a.m. in the morning having their breakfast and a pint, but that could be their dinner and their evening and an evening drink, because they're off for the next 4 days. So it could be. It doesn't necessarily follow that it's they're there having getting hammered before the day starts. That could be actually them after work. Never really contemplate it. We don't think enough. I think people do out nighttime stuff, but not as many as you may think do. Anyway, we are on the way. Gently does it. Okay. Right. 145 kilometers to go. Tonight it's been a long journey, this one. I do feel a bit bad though that we've failed to meet the criteria for the customer. It's always bad when you meet that. I'm pretty convinced that we're I don't know. I don't know how far out we are, but we are definitely out here with the journey. Your customer very soon. Actually, no, it might not be as far out as I think we are, because it's saying it's very soon. Make sure it arrives on time. Well, to be fair, we're only 2 hours away, so we might still make this. Oh, we might still make this. I wasn't sure we would do when I pulled up last week on the episode. I wasn't sure it's going to happen, but yeah, maybe we are going to make it. Oh wow. Well, it always surprises me when things like that happen.
Dann Ausfahrt rechts nehmen. Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts.
Oh, excellent. Here we go. 2:47 a.m. It's very early. It's very early indeed. Do you know something though? I don't know about you, but I struggle with sleep patterns. If I'm not out of my sleep pattern, can you imagine doing this? So sleeping mostly through the day and then getting up in the middle of the night. Yeah, my sleep pattern wouldn't allow for that. I'm going the wrong way. What are you doing? Oh God, what was I doing there? I was literally driving onto the other side of the road. I kind of following the markers on the road, which don't apply to me. So I was going all round in a funny direction there. Right, okay, come on. 1 hour and 45 minutes. I still think we've got a chance. I do think we've got a chance. 112 kilometres. Those marks on the road, by the way, are horrendous. Look at this. It's nothing to see. Nothing to see here. Rubbish. Okay, on we go. Just watching everything now. Not really anything to see there. I mean, I'm busy trying to find a picture for the channel, but these. Oh, mind you saying that? There's a nice picture with the sun coming up. That's beautiful. Look at that. No. Carry on. No. For a second there, I was almost tempted to go off. I'm glad I didn't. I'm sure she said Bitterlink's hiding there though, which I'm pretty sure is turn right. So maybe just stay on the same course. Then comes this truck. Come on. Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. Truck, there's nothing underneath me. Wow! Proper close. That is nice though. The waking up now. The sun starting to rise. us turning off here for the place. Somebody was discussing on Twitter. I don't know if anybody's ever done it. Just using the road signs and not using the GPS at all. Imagine. That'd be really hard, I reckon. To be fair though, it always does put in the GPS, doesn't it, for you? I don't think you get a chance with choice with that. I suppose you'd have to buy a truck with no GPS and then just track which direction you're going. You know, have a little look at the roads, read what roads you were going to, travel that distance, and then go the other way. Wow, look at this. Sorry for the dodgy driving there. There's a car underneath me, I think. Yeah, come across. Brake, 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 brake. 50 kilometers an hour. Then round this corner. How far are we now from the thing? 60 miles. 60 kilometers, sorry. Not even 60 miles. 60 kilometers. What's that? 35-ish miles? 34-ish? Or is it more like 36? I don't know. Either way, we're not that far away at all. Hour away. At 50 kilometers an hour. Come on, stay green, stay green, stay green, stay green. Damn you. I thought I was going to get away with it. Sun's coming up now, though. That is good. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the sun coming up there. Wow, there's a shot as well. With all those lights there. I don't like the traffic lights, but there's a shot of the truck and then the sun coming up there. Brilliant. Me and that other truck did not let him through. No through for you. You're not getting there. You're not having it. You're not having your way with us. G22, or is it 822? No, it's 822, I think. Might not be a G. Here we go. Come on.
Biege nach rechts ab.
A little shop here in the corner. Not sure about waiting for the warning green. In the UK, that would be an amber light, of course. Co-company Ustus. It's probably not how you pronounce it, by the way. It was just the way I looked at it. Look at this. Good morning. So if you're watching this week, I do a little revisit of Under the Sand, which is a sort of survival driving simulator, a bit like the Long Drive, but a little bit more graphically. I think a little bit more. Well, no, both are stylized realistically, but it's on this week if you want to have a little look at it. Well worth a look. The developer has added a whole bunch of new functionality to the game, and I have to admit I'm quite impressed by the new functionality. It's quite good. So if you want to watch something different this week, have a little look at Under the Sand Revisited. I think I probably play it again because I died, and the thing about that game is when you die, because it's a bit surreal, you kind of end up back at your house again, and as it's procedurally generated, you can expect it all to be slightly different next time you play it, which is I actually think is quite a nice touch that it's all procedurally generated. There's nothing that gets you in it. It's just about driving, maintaining your vehicle, feeding your cat, and getting from point A to point B. It's quite good. It's quite good. It's quite a good game. It's well worth investigating, as I say. Well worth having a little look at. Looking at the top mirror just to check I wasn't right on top of this vehicle in front of us. Here we go. Accelerate away. Accelerating hard. Somebody asked me on the changing traffic density thing about increasing the speed of the trucks, You can't increase the speed of the trucks, but you can actually increase the speed of the time, which seems completely mad, if you ask me. So yeah, you can make the time go faster. Seems pointless to me. And we are still 53. Oh my god, how did that happen? 53 kilometers away, 55 kilometers away. It's because we're not doing it. Air pressure too low. Oh wow, center of the dash. Oh, don't know what you do about that. Well, it says air pressure too low now. I'm still saying air pressure too low. Does that mean braking too hard, maybe? Ooh, scary. It says stop. Air pressure too low. There's a bit of a problem there. Oh, it's gone now. The right. The air pressure needs to build back up again, I'm guessing, because I've been braking a bit hard. Possibly. I don't know. We're gonna get a 5:11 a.m. at the moment. We're 47 minutes out. Not a bad little drive, actually. Not a bad little drive at all.
Bitte links halten.
As I say, this week's Under the Sand. I decided to do that instead of American Truck Simulator. I might be off this week, but I do need to focus on other things as well. So you know, as well as I like to have a personal life as well. I love driving trucks, but I do need a personal life as well. So yeah, focus a little bit on that. Oh, look at the reflection of the light in the window. Look, it's reflecting the world on the other side. That's so cool. Just in the top left there. This game has some spectacular lighting in it. It really does. It just does not mess around, does it? 83 kilometers an hour, 82. Locked in at 83 on the GPS, on the cruise control center of dashboard. If you want to see it down the bottom there, next to the plus 12 or star 12. See, that's the temperature actually, isn't it? Pretty much the temperature in the UK at the moment. Well, actually, that's not true. It's been about 18 degrees. It's been quite nice for May. May's always quite nice. I always like to take... May's one of those times of the year that I always like to take a bit of time off because it's just delicious. It's lovely out there. It's perfectly... Temperature's just warm enough that you can wear short sleeves or a pair of shorts or whatever else it is. But it's not too warm that you know, you can't sleep at night because you're roasting. It's a really nice... It's a really nice level of temperature. Look at that. The sun blasting through our eyes. Problem is with the timing with this, I suspect we'll be sleeping when we're meant to be waking. But we'll find out in a second. 70 kilometers an hour. Roundabout. Police car in front of me.
Zweite Ausfahrt nehmen.
In green. Police car in green. So a country club type house up the top there. It's cool. Very nice. Very pretty. We're almost at our destination here. Looks like a garage as well, strangely. And a place to stay, which is even better. Could do with that. Might be across the road, but either way, it's not far away. All these metal girders on the back of there, slightly twisted and turned as well, which is what they would be. They're not always exactly straight, those kind of things. They're sort of, you know, reinforced bars for concrete, basically. Put them into concrete to reinforce them, to make sure the concrete stays put. Concrete on its own, unfortunately, is quite a brittle material, realistically, without something added into it. Here we go. This is where we're going to. Dom Depot. It's the home of the dominatrix. You know, this is where we go when you're wanting your fix. Pressing, flying through there at full tilt. Round the back. Perfect. Let's do it. Round the back. Can't get around that way, I don't think. No, there's a wall. There's something in the way there. So we're going round here and we're sliding it in the back. Ooh, right. Round here. Hoping there's loads of space because I really want a nice, easy parking thing. Looking good so far. Swing! Straight, 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 straight. Over my shoulder. Let's have a look at the spot. Where is it? It's just over there. Let's do this. Perfect. Wait, we're a bit early there. Now, straight, 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 and straight. Done it a bit again, a bit early. There we go. Straight, straight, straight. Perfect. Always use the space. Always use the space. And we did it in one there. Always use the space. If the yard's got the space, use the space. This is something that was taught to me early on by Mark Middleton. And it's one of those things. If you've got it, use it. How much we lost? 12k. That was a lot of money to lose, but it's not awful. We're still king of the road. I am happy with that on the long run. Let's have a little look and see a little world map and see if we can find somewhere to stay for the night. I think we can across the road. Yeah, we can. We can move in. We can go over the road, which is perfect. Exactly where we want to be. So we'll head over the road, and then we'll next week we'll be ready for a big long episode of Euro Truck Simulator. I was gonna say American Truck Simulator. I might be back on American Truck Simulator next week. We'll see. Depends if anybody complains. I haven't any complaints about it when I sometimes don't do it. So we may not be doing.
Sie sind am
Here we
Ziel
go.
angekommen und Ihre Routenführung ist damit abgeschlossen.
Yes, exactly. Let's turn us in. Perfect. Bed is going nicely blue. We're not completely there, but we are now settled for the night. Let's push the button. I'm going to press it once. I'm probably going to press it twice actually. See if we can get ourselves a better time yet. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not a bad time to run, drive from. We'll do it from 2 o'clock in the afternoon when we do the next one next week. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye now.